waded into the wayward pool, which was being supervised by the unicorn, much to Eli's dismay. The unicorn, Lamorna. You came in and talked to her and got a little bit of information about what's going on with Loomlurch, the space where your second hag, Endelyn Moongrave sits. She also said the pool she sits in cures curses, and three of you decided to wade in. Moose, Kevis, and at the time, Celesta. You all had very different encounters. One, a physical battle. One ended in a state of acceptance and emergence, and one was a moral choice between two influencers. Kevis got wrecked.
Got wrecked. He did. There's no other way to put that.
Yeah, the lightning bore that his druidic nemesis transformed into completely destroyed him. And it was only thanks to random chance that Moose got into the pool as well, and his little golden summoned elephant was able to cast Raise Dead on him after he had already been taken out. And he was dead and broken against a tree. Kevis is yet to retain consciousness, but he is deeply wounded and has a diminishing returns debuff on him for the next several rests. Pinky, after accepting her connection with her shadow demon, Celesta, merged with it and turned back into Pinky. Moose, after accepting help from the kind of celestial elephant instead of the making a deal with the little cackling demon instead, accepted a portion of his own self, his bloodline of some sort. And his body changed, now sporting a kind of a half and half motif between angel and devil. You're welcome. I set that says Moose's portrait because I didn't actually have another portrait.
Oh no! Is this what I wake up to? Oh
no! This is precisely what you wake up to.
It's about to get weird.
What do you mean about to?
Weirder.
All right. Pinky. Not Celesta. You wake up to a familiar face. Excuse me.
Isn't it?
You wake up to a familiar face, although there's some details different, and usually he's wearing clothes. Not always, but usually.
Pinky!
Am I dead?
No. I mean...
Maybe.
No, I don't think so.
She, looks around. What happened?
Well, your sister was here.
My sister was here?
Yeah, I mean, we were fighting like alligators and frogs, and then your sister appeared and you disappeared, and then we were fighting elephants and demons and a giant boar, and then you were here. I
The
don't.
frogs. There's not frogs around here, right?
Well, there might be in this water. I mean, we're at a lake.
Eh? You said my sister was here? Where's she now?
Uh, I I don't know.
Okay.
Would I have any knowledge of like what could make some like swapping like this happen? Hearing what he's saying about how they swapped before.
Roll an Arcana check, or in your case, it might be history.
I like Arcana.
I forgot that Ash wasn't here for the first switch. That was Rook. I forgot about that.
20.
Oh yeah, that's
30.
right. Dirty 20. No, this is super weird. I mean, there's like magic that you can like swap places with somebody, but that's not what you witnessed. It's like their body changed from one body to another, and like, I mean, there's obviously like polymorph magic and stuff, but this doesn't.
Normally they retain their own mental facilities when that happens.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like any of what you already know.
Okay.
So I'm like really lost. I'm not sure what's happening. Why are you naked?
Well, we were swimming.
And you had to take your clothes off for that?
I didn't have to, but you know, I don't know.
Okay,
I mean-
okay. It's okay. Pinky gets up and she like flies over here.
I'm gonna toss Moose's clothes from the shore. Like, put these on.
And there's a unicorn?
Here, Spike, and my armor like slurps onto me.
Slurps.
Oh my gosh. She like looks around at the group.
And the unicorn looks over at you. You are peculiar. What is
Take that as a compliment.
Who are you?
I am Pinky. Or that's what all my friends call me.
Lamorna.
It's nice to
I-
meet you.
It's nice to meet you as well, Pinky.
You don't happen to know where my sister went, do you? They said she was here.
I think it's best you converse with your group. I can tell you she is no longer here as I'm looking at you. And like you're staring at this unicorn, and this guy comes up behind you like, "Hi, I'm Will."
Ah!
Yep. Hi.
Oh my gosh. You're really good at sneaking.
Oh, I think you were just distracted.
Maybe. Could
Yeah.
be. So where are we? Where are we, guys?
We're at the lake.
This is not the same waters.
Oh, Mike, you're muted, but I guess that's appropriate since Eli's not here. And Zarius is gonna come, or Zarius is actually just still tending to Kevis, and Kevis being unconscious.
Oh my gosh, does Pinky see this?
Yeah, after a minute of just like looking around and like trying to figure out what the hell
Happened to Kevis?
Kevis died.
Kevis died? He's dead?
No, he's not dead.
He like flies over. Gives him like a poke. Is he dead? I can't tell. I'm not really good at these things.
Roll a medicine check.
Let me make sure my D&D is set up. Yep. Rolling. Okay, I lied. I'll keep my big mouth shut from now on.
All right, starting off with a natural 20. You come over and take a look at Kevis, and he is on the ground, and his body's a little bit misshapen. And
Gosh.
there's actually, I'm leaning the wrong way. There's still like a very nasty wound on his upper ribs and his thigh. Looks like
Is
a
he
giant.
impaled by a tree? I don't know what's going on here, guys.
There's like, well, no, he was definitely impaled by a giant lightning bolt that was apparently only trying to kill him the entire time.
Lovely.
Yeah, but no, he straight up died.
And he's not dead now, though.
No, an elephant saved him, so he's fine.
Pinky's like trying to wrap her head around this because, like, first off, she was fighting frogs, and now she's waking up to naked moose. Kevis dead but not dead, and all these a unicorn. Only conclusion she can come to is that either she's dead or something funky's gone on, and she's in some alternate universe.
Zarius is kind of looking at you like, Pinky, what's the last thing you remember? Like, what you keep talking about? Like, this isn't the right water and the right. Like, you aren't making any sense.
But I remember the frogs in Froggyland. And us pissing off the king or something, or we jailbroke somebody. Also, where are they?
We are referring to Hither as Froggyland from here on out. Okay, all right, good.
Oh yeah, we left there. We're in Thither.
Okay, so we're not in the same place anymore. Yeah, okay. That solves that.
Oh yeah, we I'm sorry, we got here in a flying balloon.
We've upgraded? So none of us are truly floor gang anymore.
Yeah, no, we can fly around whenever we kill people.
Excuse me?
Yeah, the balloon is powered by like dead bodies or something.
It's powered by. Then you must be doing great because we killed a lot of frogs.
Well, we didn't.
It's actually just powered by gases, and the only thing we can come up with right now is dead bodies. So it's gas powered.
Oh, that's a little different than dead body powered. I kind of think the dead body thing is kind of cool.
It's just the only thing we got right now, but it's definitely not the most efficient thing.
This is Ash, by the way.
Oh, nice.
He's like a necromancer.
He's a necromancer.
I'm not a necromancer.
Well,
then what are you?
I'm just a guy that finds other people and
Dead people.
Do that too. I mean, I haven't. I've been definitely slacking on the job, but I used to do that too.
Are you like a bounty hunter?
No. I find lost people and lost things.
Oh, okay.
For the carnival.
Oh, I've heard about the carnival a little bit, not too much, but they mentioned the rides and the stuff like that.
She worked there, but she kept taking things.
Whoa. I take things to put them in a place where people can find them.
What about that donut?
What about my donut? Did you take my donut?
No. When we were at the carnival, you like straight up found a donut on the ground and then you ate it. That's not some
yeah,
places
no
where they
one
can
wants
find it.
that donut. It was a floor donut. It would have gone to waste otherwise.
Yeah. Your story's kind of thin, Pinky. On like returning things.
Okay, yes, out of character, she has yet to return a single thing she has found. So, I mean, you're not wrong, but look. When we get back, everything that I have found will be put in the lost and found, okay? But I don't know how to get back there yet. Do you know how? Have we figured out a way to get back?
To the carnival, or?
Yeah, to the carnival.
I'm not really sure where the carnival is.
Okay. Also, can someone wake up Kevis, because it's kind of freaking me out?
I cannot wake him up at this time.
Let me.
Also, we're missing people.
Oh yeah, Eli.
Where's the gremlin?
I was walking with him and I ran back because y'all was in a fight. I don't think he followed me.
So he left us?
I'll go take a peek real quick.
I'll lean over to Pinky and say, he's afraid of unicorns, so he didn't want to come here.
He's afraid of unicorns? Look at them! Aren't they so pretty though? Like what could go wrong with unicorn? Aren't they really pure good creatures?
I'm just gonna jog out to where I last saw Eli and kind of look around.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Just putting this out there. What could go wrong? Kevis's dead body next to her.
Kevis's dead body.
You look around and Eli is nowhere to be seen. You don't really see any tracks or anything either. Just maybe you're a little mentally overwhelmed at the moment. Not
all right,
checking on things too well.
I don't see Eli.
We lost Eli?
Well, he didn't want to be around the unicorn, so we were leaving, and then I heard the fight back here, so I ran back and I told him to come on, and I don't know where he went.
So we have to find him. I'm really good at finding things.
You said that was what you did.
That is what I do.
So yeah, Eli, I don't know where he's at.
Zarius looks over at Moose and be like, "Hey Moose, can you wake him up? I only know how to take life from things. I don't know how to give it back."
Yeah. I kind of feel like I could do something, but stand back a little bit.
Oh, what are you doing?
He flies over into a tree real fast.
Actually, do we get our if we got new spell slots, do we have those spell slots?
Yes, you do. You just don't have the benefit of a recovery yet.
Right, but we got the new ones that we didn't have before.
Yep.
Oh, I can get them up then.
Could the Mr. Unicorn, Mrs. Unicorn? I'm bad with names. Could you bring our dead friend back up?
He's already alive. He's just resting at the moment.
Yeah, but I think we've had enough resting. I've had enough resting. How many days has passed? I don't remember, but
This is the last time I'll be able to provide any healing. At least until I have my own rest.
So we could all have a rest together.
She walks over and reaches down and touches Kevis's horns with hers. And she's going to heal Kevin for 10 HP.
Why
And
does Kevis have the radioactive? Oh,
because
that's-
he's
yeah, I
got a
remember.
long-term debuff to him.
I'm like, why is he like?
Maybe we should stand back.
Ash pulls out this little box and it starts clicking.
I put my helmet back on.
What is that?
I'm kidding. That was a joke.
Yep. Kevis, you begin to return to consciousness. You are in more pain than you have ever experienced by a long shot. And it is just, you wake up and just your body just tells you that it's all wrong.
You're right there, Kev.
Kind of blink his eyes.
Heard you got hit by a tree or a boar.
Like literally from looking from Ash, slowly looks over wherever Pinky is and just sits there.
Hey, I'm back.
Looks back at Ash.
I don't know. Her sister went all shadow meld and she popped out.
Now that's a weird way of putting it.
Kevis is immediately trying to go to his bag to find that vial. And then
You begin to try to sit up and you just
Oh, whoa there! Whoa! Slow down. You like look like your body's been crippled.
you're always so
Kevis, you look over at your body, or you look over to your left side, I think it is. Yep. And, well, actually, you look over and, like, your right side is visibly, like, dented in. And there is a massive bruise that stretches, like on your arm and, like, down your torso and, like, halfway down your leg. And then on your other side, you still have like open wound that's like about an inch deep, about that size on both your hip and your rib cage, and there are already like healed pink scars of lightning that stretch out from both of those impact points.
You want something maybe it can help null the pain a little bit?
yeah.
You sure it's one of the needles?
That's
You have
fine. I mean, can't be worse than this. And just kind of like motions to himself. And
All right.
again, looks back at Pinky. What are
Feel like that
you
was it.
what are you doing here?
I'm asking kind of the same question because last I remember we were fighting frogs.
Still with the vial in his hand, look down. Yeah. Where's your sister?
That's what I'm also trying to find out is because you guys said she was here, and she's not here, and I'm here, and so
Kevis kind of
Nope. Go ahead.
okay. Kind of piecing together a lot of previous conversations that he had with Celeste and
she was here, right?
Yeah, she was here. talking about that, looking around, looking back at Ash. Where's Eli?
I'm not too sure, but this might hurt a little bit.
Just flinches.
9 points.
Those open wounds on the side heal up a bit. There's still like missing bodily tissue. So it
Mostly
kind of
just
looks,
trying to make it less painful for him, more of like a painkiller type thing.
yeah. It's almost
Healing
like
jolt.
seeing somebody who has a burn and their skin is still like all bumpy and stuff even after the healing. That's a little bit of what's going on, just like all the torn muscles might never kind of like recover to the full look that they originally had.
After that, Kevis is gonna just try to stand up. We've got to find Eli. And just starts to stand up,
but
struggling.
Kevis, I don't think you can like. I mean, you probably could, but like, maybe take it easy.
Yeah, I mean, how about we just, he couldn't have gone far. I couldn't pick up his trail, but there's a lot going on, and it was chaotic when we went out there.
Miss
There is
Unicorn.
and I could scout maybe for him, and you guys could go rest in the tree.
I mean, I feel fresh as a daisy. I don't know about you guys.
Pinky, actually, you're always good at seeing stuff. Maybe you should come with us.
Okay.
I'll take care of Kevis here.
Kevis turns
Make sure
to
he doesn't
Pinky.
get in any more trouble.
You are coming back, right?
What do you mean?
Just are you coming back?
Coming back? Like, am I here? Like, I'm here?
You're going to find Eli, and then you all are coming back, right?
Of course. Where else would we go?
And he just sighs and just relaxed, trying to stand up, but probably would fall. Start to fall.
Grab him.
Yeah.
Help him stand up, and I'll take it. We'll take it easy over here and start heading toward the treehouse.
If it makes you feel better, I think I can like try to do some cool things and have contact with you guys if I get too far.
What do you mean?
Those fish people? I like touched their brains. Which was kind of weird, but like I felt like I could talk. I was communicating to them.
You could. All right.
Yeah.
Well, you ain't touching my brain.
What do you mean?
You mean the head or you mean the brain? There's a difference there.
Like they're just brains.
You gonna? Yeah, nah. Whose
Okay,
brain
it's not
is
like I'm like
fat
sticking
already?
my fingers into your skull. Okay, it's like mine touching mine.
I put my helmet back up.
Well, I could touch your brain, Kevis.
Kevis just turns around. You find Eli and you come back here.
Okay.
Moose, if y'all get in trouble, shoot a firebolt in the air. I'll keep my eyes out.
All right.
Okay.
Pinky
One more
perhaps
to-
does-
Actually, Will's going to speak up. He's like, wait, so what's going on? So this is a new person? You guys have known her before?
I haven't, but they did.
I
Yeah.
thought
Yeah,
that was them.
she's part of our gang.
Right.
Do you know the one with the resting bitch face? Yeah, this is her sister. Long
It looks
story.
We're like, oh, yeah, she's got the same eyes.
Why, do you not see the resemblance? Did you not see the resemblance between us?
Well, your sister doesn't have wings.
What do
She's
you
a-
mean my sister doesn't have
she's-
wings?
she's a bit bigger.
fairy.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is.
When was the last time you saw your sister?
Like years ago, maybe 3-4 years ago.
A lot happens in a few years.
Yeah, but you don't just not be a fairy.
You might when you make a deal.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
We'll find Eli, and then we'll talk about it.
Fine. But we are going to talk about this.
Yeah.
And maybe you should get some rest.
All right, let's get you over here.
Yeah, she straight up looked like an elf.
Yeah, no, she's a fairy. Either this is my sister you're talking about, and she's a fairy, or this is somebody who's claiming to be my sister.
Sirius's like beak opens up. He's like, "Did we ever think about that?"
Kevin's
Maybe
just like,
it was just, like,
stops walking.
An imposter.
Let's get you some rest, Kevis. Don't give it no mind right now.
I definitely didn't think of it.
Will you even get in the little oak?
All right, yeah, come here. And Will comes over and he's like, "Little Oak, I know you're taking a good rest, buddy, but we need to come up." And he goes,
You've got a talking tree? Or, I mean, maybe the tree doesn't talk, but a living tree.
Eli! I'm just gonna yell back.
reaches down and grabs you guys and tucks you in.
I want to be tucked in.
And
Okay,
then Little Oak goes back to sleep.
Eli. All right, Moose. Zarius, are you coming with us, or are you staying here and staying watch, or
I'm coming, but you see Moose like flying 5 feet off the ground, but he's like, this isn't working right
Moose,
now.
are you okay? What happened to you? Like, I thought you were bat wings.
What the fuck?
Why y'all different?
I don't know.
Are you
When
good,
when
Moose?
did that happen?
How am I supposed to know? You weren't like this when I saw you last.
Okay. So sometime between there.
Okay. Glad we have that agreed upon.
Kevis is gonna look out the window, still seeing them standing there. Eli!
Right. Okay. Calm your
It
horses.
just falls back out down onto the
Eli
floor.
yells at, or Kevis yells at, "Eli!" A little bit of blood comes up.
And then goes and lays back down.
All right. You guys leave the place, and also, by the way, Pinky, everybody has like a fake unit, like just like a stick or a tube or
Yeah,
like some
I'm like
nonsense
a little
like
confused about this part
attached
too.
to
I'm
their
like,
head.
also, what's up with the costume party?
We were trying to all look like unicorns so that the unicorn would be our friend. Oh shit.
What? Are you?
I'm a unicorn.
Oh no! Pinky like looks at it for a second and like, I don't know if that's how. I think unicorn horns are more like this than like this.
Well, maybe it'll move.
And you look over at Moose, and yeah, he's only got one horn now. And on the other side, he is half of a halo that sits above his head on the opposite side.
Yeah, I'm kind of I'm kind of curious what you are now, Moose, because I thought before you were like Batman or something, but
I guess you can call me Goose now.
okay, Goose. All right, I like that. Changing your stage name, I like it.
Mike's having a great time yelling at the muted camera.
Okay, I think do I need a unicorn horn too, or am I good? I'm cool, right? I saw the unicorn. It's my BFF now, and we're cool.
I think we're okay. He seems like he's not gonna do anything, so I think we're okay.
I'm gonna assume I'm cool then.
Lamorna says, I recognize all of you, and you are welcome in my territory.
Oh, I'm so glad. Well, we'll be right back with our friends who apparently stormed off. Well, actually, we should have probably left a couple minutes ago. We're gonna go now.
Lamorna, when we go back, I don't know, maybe you could like put on another horn so he thinks you're a goat or something, because our friend is afraid of unicorns.
They can be sparse.
It's like maybe a normal horse.
I'm gonna look out the window and take the cigar out of my mouth. Eli!
Okay, Moose, come on, we gotta go. Our friends are definitely yelling at us. Or Goose, let's go. Let's go, Goose.
Okay, let's go. Serious.
Ash just sees Kevis just, Jesus fucking Christ.
Hold still, Kevis. Hit him again.
Oh my gosh! Are you souping him up on drums?
It's fine. It's fine.
This time he's pulling like a fairly large splinter out of your body. Be like, oh, we missed one. All right, so the three of you toddle off to go pursue Eli.
Fly.
And I'm going to come back
We'd
to
all
that
fly.
portion. Yep, you guys are all flying. Flyers can toddle, can't they?
I don't think so. There's no toddling and flying.
It's just wobbling.
Moose is definitely toddling with his new wing, just like, oh
yes.
Oh. And so the progress is a little bit slow if you guys are trying to all stay together. Yeah, Moose, this new wing of yours, it's kind of strange. The rigidity of your normal wings allows you to like make it's a little bit more powerful. You can capture like large cups of air and like stop yourself pretty easily. This one though, like it's a little bit more like nimble and light. And it definitely feels weird to fly with one of each.
Maybe you can ask Zarius how to use those wings.
Yeah, and Zarius is like, all right, buddy. So all you do is like this. So you go whoosh, and then you flip around, and then you go swish, whoosh. And then you, at the end of it, you got to go with like a whoosh, spam.
Okay, whoosh and whoosh, bam?
Basically, yeah. Yeah, those are very important pieces to get right. Also, anybody who watches Pokemon, I just made Zarius like Ash Ketchum. Apparently. All right, so you guys start flying off. And we'll come back to that in a moment. Kevis and Ash, what are you guys doing? What's
trying to keep him comfortable.
Yeah.
Let him rest up.
Is Ash by me, like sitting next to me, or are you like across?
Yeah, I'm sitting over there. Yeah, making sure you don't start vomiting or anything. He's in nurse mode.
Kevin's gonna close his eyes and just kind of to the point where like he's trying to not speak out loud, but
there she is.
he's just trying to reach out to Oberon.
Oh my gosh, wait. I see my shadow right here.
When Caddis and Eli over here for a minute. We've got the getaway gang in there too.
Oh
They
boy,
still
And-
sleeping?
Pinky hasn't met them yet. Oh Jesus.
They're gonna be BFFs, you know that.
Oh.
I feel like she'll get along with the cat.
And the three of them, or all of them, as you get up there, they like rearrange some beds, and they're like cleaning up the treehouse after all the like mayhem that was caused to it during the fight with the little dolls. And they pile up some pillows and blankets and stuff, and they kind of like make you like a little makeshift like hospital bed as best they can. And they're like,
Kevis is hating every minute of this.
and you like try to stand up at some point, and Zener, the bigger of them, puts her hands on you. She's like, "No, you need to sit down."
Just death
She's
glares
right.
at her. As soon as Ash speaks up, he'll sit back down. But without verbally saying, he's just reaching out to Oberon. Just at this point, begging.
Roll
Yeah, fuck.
what do I usually have you do? Persuasion on this?
I think.
Yeah.
He ain't listening. Subtract
A 12.
4. Subtract 4.
Okay. It's just a 4.
Oh, wait, no,
Or
you
it's just
subtract the 4 from the
8.
12.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so after a little while, Ash, you basically do all you can do for him, and now it's just a matter of like sit and let him heal. And Kevis, you're sitting in the bed by yourself, kind of like tucked in the corner over here. And what are you saying to Oberon?
What is he saying? I found him. The one from that night. I need to talk to you. Because he's a lot more than what we thought he is. He'd probably be coughing in the middle of that. I died.
I know.
There's a moment
And,
where he just...
and you see Oberon in his like kind of golden eyes and his gilded white clothes and his bronze skin leaning up against the wall. I know.
Am I the only one that sees him?
Nobody else seems to have noticed at the moment.
Okay.
Yes. I'm so sorry. I couldn't get to you.
He just quiet. He was in front of me. And I couldn't beat him. He said,
That's true.
What do you mean?
That was only a shadow. There's a lot more to him than even that.
He said I stole something, that my parents stole something.
What does he mean by that?
I don't know. He said we're thieves and that I had to give back what I stole. I don't have anything that he, at least that I'm aware of. He's the one that marked me.
Tell me everything you know about him, what you saw, what you were, what he said to you.
So Kevis just like relaxes as best as he can. So we went into that lake, me, Celeste, Moose, and upon entering, there was this. It felt like I was taken to this vision or whatever, and my parents were there. They were in the Fae, but they were. Oh, what's this out of game? What's the opposite of where we are? I forget what it's called.
Shadow.
Is it the Shadow Fae?
Man, this is not the first time
Shadowfell?
I've looked at Shadowfell. Thank you. I was
Shadowfell.
like,
That's
man,
it.
I was looking at this earlier, and my brain just darped on me.
They were in the
Yeah,
Shadowfell adventuring, saying they had a task. And one moment I'm there, my hand on my mother's shoulder, but they didn't seem to notice me. He gets choked up kind of at that point. And then they're running from a ton of Fae in the Shadowfell and tried to help them. And then I saw him and I went to attack and he did some sort of spell. And then I was knocked out of that vision and opened my eyes and he's in front of me. And then he's saying, I'm a thief to return what I took. And then he turned to a boar, but not a regular boar. This boar was coated in lightning and he was, it seemed like the other two were also dealing with stuff. But at one point, it felt like it was just me and him. And last thing I realized is sharp pain and darkness. And then I wake up. Moose looks different. Pinky's here all of a sudden. Eli's missing. And he's nowhere to be found.
He just walks over to you laying in the bed, kind of grabs you by the back of the head and puts his forehead to yours.
At this point, Kevis is crying.
Yeah. Little brother, I'm so sorry. I don't think I've ever felt so powerless. It was a block. That shadow kept me away. This isn't my realm. This is my powers are fragmented here. As a parrot's to home. He stands up and just sits down on the bed next to you and props one leg up and rests his knee on it. We're dealing with something enormous. This isn't his realm either if he was in the shadow, and if he's in the Shadow Fae. That is a dark opposition to the Fae realm, to the Fae Wild. But for him to have more power, more control than I do in my same dimension, a different plane, or it's still the Fae. It's still the Fae Wild. I should have more ability than he does. My powers would be significantly weakened if I went to the Shadow Fae. But his hold on this was palpable.
Canvas will look up. That fight, I felt helpless. I couldn't do anything. And you're telling me that's just a shadow of him?
I wish that weren't the case, but yes.
If I can't even do anything in that fight, how am I supposed to be able to protect this group? I couldn't even protect myself.
You're not going to like what I want to say.
Canvas,
And there's still a part of this that you still haven't learned. It reaches over and flicks you in the forehead.
thanks.
Stop trying to do it all on your own. There's a reason they call them the Sealy Courts. Even I don't do it all on my own. I have people that help me, and I rely on their help. I expect it. This thing, whatever it was, this shadow, he took your mother and father.
He puts his hands in fists when he says that.
I know it hurts, but it's fact. And you have convinced yourself that you're alone for a very long time. I tried to show that you weren't. I understand it's not a reflection on my efforts or anything. You just needed the time to heal. But these people and what they've done for you and how they've been there for you. Don't you think it's about time to stop letting yourself wall them away?
It's easier being alone. I've lost so many people. I mean, we lost Pinky for so long, and now Celeste is gone. We don't know where Eli is. I can't keep anyone safe.
That's only half the sentence. You're right, you can't keep anybody safe. By yourself. You don't need to get strong enough to beat him on your own. You need to make sure your entire group gets strong enough to beat him together.
He just kind of just gives in. Help me help them get stronger.
Just open your hand.
He'll struggle to do that.
Struggling, like trying to flex his fingers. And as you do, already in there is an acorn that is golden, and like the little cup portion of it that points down looks like a bird cage. Little golden bars reveal a hollow inside. And there is like a wisp of fur just about that long that's kind of twisting and staying inside of the acorn. The fur is white with some black specks to it. It's not exactly an easy task for me to travel like this, or to how I was trying to get to you while you were fighting the boar. This is something that can follow you where you want to go. It can be there with you. It'll pull from your magical reserves, so it can originate faster here.
Does Kevis have a general idea on what this actually does?
Yeah, as you're holding it, it flows into you. You recognize the fur. It's one of your companions that you used to hunt with.
Kevis just grips it tight. Okay. In order to discover your own strength, you'll be surprised how much you need to rely on the others to do so. He kind of chuckles. I hate when you're right.
I know. But what else are big brothers for than to let their little brothers know when they're being idiots?
That's fair. I do that to Qatar all the time. And as he says that, he looks up. He doesn't know, does he? That I've died? He can't know.
There's a portion in his face that turned to winter immediately. And he knows it has to do with you, and he's worried. And he doesn't understand it, but when I see him, I'll let him know you're alive.
Thank you. He's not ready for an adventure. He needs more training, and the idiot showed up in the hag's house. Can't be too mad he did help me.
He is impulsive to a degree that is impossible to control.
Tell me about it. You're not the one that deals with most of his training at times.
Yeah. You may be surprised at how far he's come since you left, though.
I believe
He can feel it. He can feel where you are. And it's given him a sense of purpose, a desperation to get better. Much like you were just asking me about.
Good. Maybe he can fulfill the promise we made. At that point, like Kevin starts to drift off at this point.
Brown stands up and kind of ruffles your hair and says, "It's good to rest. Don't push yourself too hard for once." You see him kind of swallow hard and tell, I suppose it's Goose now, that I'm in his debt.
Before Kevis like fully closes his eyes. Don't worry. I made a promise to someone here that I'm not gonna die. And she's back now, so I gotta fulfill that promise.
Damn right.
And at that point, his just lays all the way back and closes his eyes.
Man. And you hear just as like your eyes are closed just before you drift off. And we Fae keep our promises and pay our debts. Sleep, little brother. And he fades off as Kevis goes unconscious and just falls heavily asleep. Okay. Ash, anything else that you want to do in the treehouse?
Yeah, I was kind of hoping while all that, I don't know how long that took or whatever, but I kind of wanted to go down to the unicorn and ask permission, I guess, to kind of forage a little bit. See if there's a bunch of weird plants here. Maybe there's something useful for making stuff. But I don't want to just start yoinking shit, you know. I wanted to
Probably smart.
trying to get horned like everybody else over here.
Okay. You come down and it's Lamorna gives you permission. This is indeed a bountiful place.
I would like to forage for any useful alchemy supplies that I might find.
All right. I have a beautiful, fantastic worksheet for this.
Oh, yay. I don't know how you run alchemy and stuff, but I have proficiency in alchemy supplies or whatever. Normally people... Herbalism and alchemy gets all fucky. It's kind of fucked up in the book, but...
Yeah, it's not great. Okay, I lied. I don't have the guide anymore. It must have been bookmarked on an old computer. Son of a... Alright, give me just a second while I try to find it real quick. Alright, I'm gonna dive into like a very old Discord real quick. Okay, so what kind of things are you looking for?
Well, I'd like to make Something, I guess. Oh, I guess the stuff in here doesn't look particularly ill-willed, so I imagine I would want to use it for some kind of like healing properties. Look for something that I would think could do that.
Just got to decide which kind of cross-reference section I'm going with here. Okay. Roll a nature check for me.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right. I have not gotten to use this one before. Okay. You find what you... Let's see if I can get an actual picture of this. Okay. You find what is a very uncommon plant. It's got like a long stem that kind of droops over, and it's a little bit fuzzy on the sides. The buds of this flower have like a long stem and like a little bulb in the center, and then like a yellowish bottom and like a kind of faded to like pink and dark pink bud. And then when they're open, those dark pink buds fold away, and little rounded white flowers with tiny little stems and pollen bits wind up at the end. And here's a real world picture of it. You get a hold of some Enchanter's Nightshade. And you know that typically Nightshade is a poison. But with alchemy, a lot of alchemy is taking what is harmful in a large dose and reducing it down to a small dose to be beneficial.
Alrighty. Cool.
And let me just check something here to see if I can find exactly what this does. Thank you very much, by the way, to Kingsmill, Dale Kingsmill. She made this herbalism guide, and it's a freaking work of art. Okay, especially if you're looking for something to help Kevis. This is a major wound restorative.
Okay. I will pluck that and head back in.
Okay.
And I don't know how long they're going to be gone, but if I can, I'd like to use my right tool for the job to make an alchemy tool kit or whatever. Takes an hour uninterrupted work.
Okay. Sounds good. As you kind of start heading back, Lamorna looks and says, "Did you find what you were looking for?"
Yeah, I think this will do quite nicely. I appreciate it. I hope I didn't upset the balance or anything.
Not at all. This place is much like the waters. The intention of this place is a beacon of healing.
Oh, appreciate it, Dan.
It exists to help. And as she's talking about that, she begins to turn, and her eyes go wide. Make sure I'm not doing
Eli
something
was right.
The unicorn's not good.
But the 1v1 a unicorn.
That place healed Kevis to death.
Yep.
I only have one spell slot.
And you'll be fine.
Okay. You look. Her eyes go wide as she rears back and whinnies in pain. And she turns and you see there's a dagger sticking out of her side.
I didn't see anything happen. It just appeared there.
No, she like lands on like kind of her knees and oh, something is here.
I'm rushing over.
Oh my gosh.
Can I take the dagger out? What do I do? I'm gonna take the dagger out.
Yeah, you can take the dagger out.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the dagger out.
All right, you pull on it, and it causes her a bunch of pain sorry, just trying to figure out how much damage this did.
When I pull the dagger out, I want to immediately jab my last syringe in.
Okay.
Which will be level 2. 12.
Ooh.
All right. Oh, goodness. Come on now. I can type stuff today, guys. Hypothetically. Okay, yeah. And it looks like she's badly injured at this point. And your healing definitely helps out. And from the shadows of like a nearby tree, you see kind of a stumpy looking dwarf. Or you think it's a dwarf at first, but really they're with the gray skin and the underbite and the tusks. You recognize this is an orc.
Will!
And he starts to pace forward. And he's got a unicorn horn, a stick strapped to his head with a leather belt.
Damn.
Well, thanks for showing us how to get in. It's time for us to hit it. And Ash, I need you to roll initiative.
God damn.
Woo, Goose, go faster!
Ugh.
Just taking the piggyback on his back, probably not helping his wing situation at all.
Oh, probably not.
Oh, wait, is Will with you guys?
No, Will's in the
No.
tree.
Okay,
Will's
that's what I
in the
thought when
tree.
I shouted, yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, you get in that water, orc man. See what happens.
Oh my god!
Good luck, bitch.
You're getting that.
Motherfucker's about to get some weird shit coming after him.
Right. Okay. So this orc's gonna go first, and he's gonna draw another dagger, and he's gonna run forward and throw them both. And he's gonna target Lamorna. And so the first one is going to come.
Should not have used that last spell slot.
Ooh, that's going to be a 19. And all right, so Yep, no, this is correct. Oh, lame roll on my part. That's going to be 8 points of damage that comes out and hits Lamorna. And then he's going to throw his second dagger. And that's going to be a 23, which also hits. And Lamorna has a couple of reactions, but the hit's too high for it to make a difference. And so it's going to be damage again for 9 points of damage. And she is looking pretty well wounded at this point. And he's going to like reach back and grab a couple more daggers. He's just like one of those guys that's just loaded with them. And he's going to run over here 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He's going to get over there using he's going to use his bonus action to dash over. He's like, this is great. I've been waiting for this moment. And he like goes in for 2 more strikes, just narratively. Ash, oops, you are up next.
Hey, fucked up now. I'll walk over and swing.
All right, go for it.
Oh my god.
All right.
Oh no.
Not a good swing.
Nope.
Well,
he comes over and he comes over and like your swing is wide and you have to kind of step around like the side of the cliff, and one of your feet steps on a rock and kind of slides and takes advantage of it. It kicks that foot out and just drives you kind of to a prone state, like on all fours.
okay. Well, I'll use the rest of my movement to stand back up and swing again.
All right, sounds good. Go for it.
Morgan, check Discord.
God, I thought that was a 1. 15.
A 15 does hit.
Hey, Morgan, check Discord.
I have nothing in Discord.
Oh.
So it's 12 points of damage, and he has the debuff to where he can only hit me without using disadvantage. And I'm going to use my bonus action to swing one more time. Woo! Of course I get it on the one where I don't get to add my strength, so...
because you're 5th level now, so this
I
is...
have extra attack.
Yep.
So this is just my bonus attack for dual wielding.
All right, sounds good. Natural 20 absolutely hits. Go ahead and roll it. Yep, and no bonus to strength on this one.
Wait, so 8 points. Wow, really?
8 points. All right, you clock him straight over the head, just and he's like, oh, and he is like feeling a little dizzy and looks over the unicorn, and there's like blood dripping from his mouth from just like getting haymaker. That's what it is. Just like haymakered in the face. Okay. Lamorna is going to. Where's her stat block? Oops. I'm sure I have it open in some tab, but I'm going to open it again. Okay, so she's going to, at the end of your turn, she's going to use all 3 of her legendary actions to do a self-heal and give herself 17 points back. It's still less than, she's still looking pretty hurt. And she looks over and Ash, you see the panic in her eyes. She's obviously this mystical creature, but there's still part of her that is bestial. You can see that part is becoming terrified. And you see magic starting to flow out of the horn, leaving kind of like a wispy trail behind, purple and green and blue. And she just slashes. And there's a colored beam that just kind of like envelops her. And she casts teleport and just buggers out. And this guy's like, "What? I didn't know unicorns could do that!"
Mystical creatures, man.
All right. And he's gonna... He's gonna look at you and kind of like stow one of his daggers, grab a potion off the back of his belt. He's gonna use his bonus action to disengage and back up. Shit! Oh, now I need to find another way. And he's gonna pop the cork on the potion and drink it. And see him start to fade into the background, and he turns invisible. And that'll be his turn. Ash, what are you doing?
I don't have spell slots. Damn it. I am going to... sorry, one second.
Did Will not hear him yell?
It's been like 12 seconds.
Yeah. I'm going to use... I don't know if this would be a free interaction or whatever. Give you my action if you want. I'm going to throw my stink bomb in the last place I saw him.
Okay.
It's a... I don't think... Let me double check. I don't think there's actually a DC for this. I think it's just a thing.
Yeah, I think this is one of your basic, like, artificer...
Yeah, it's just like one of the little tinkering things. It emits a strong odor of phenol. Yeah, there's no DC or anything, so you do what you want with it. But I'm going to throw it at the last place I saw him. See if I can get him coughing or something. And I'm going to head that way with my helmet up. I'm going to hit my helmet thing. Go right here. It's the last place I saw him.
Okay. You throw it over there. You're immune as you have your helmet up. And you get over there. Give me a perception check.
$18.
Okay. Okay, you see that there are footprints in the dirt running in the opposite direction. And you don't see where he is, but you briefly hear... Well, actually, let me actually roll a stealth check for him to... Okay. Yep, you do not see him or like see where he is, but you see like the trail of boot prints here.
So heading this way?
Yeah, kind of running
along the shore, kind of.
Running off in like kind of in this direction.
All right, I'll just use the rest of my movement to go that way.
Okay, and you hear shit. Keelik's not gonna be happy.
Who?
Keelik. Mm-hmm. Oh, this is something another campaign did. Here, so I just made a new channel. For notes. All right. Ash, are you going to continue pursuing this guy?
I mean, that's my turn, so... yeah, I mean, I'll make sure that I go until the barrier or whatever. And once I know he's out of the barrier, then yeah.
Okay, sounds good. All right, and would you give me maybe like a series of 3 perception checks?
Oh, what in the world? Well,
Increase it. Wait. Why'd I roll? No, I rolled 4. Oh no,
you rolled
5,
3.
6. Yeah. Okay. Just
5, 6, and a natural 1.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he is well and good out of there.
All right. I didn't see where the unicorn went, right? It just
No, you look around and you also don't see the unicorn at all.
Well, shit. And I'll head back toward this way and kind of where the unicorn was. Do I have the knife I pulled out of the unicorn? Can I look at that?
You do. You pull it out and look at it. It is rather jagged. It's one of those ones that's designed that, like, when it goes in, it's smooth, but when it comes out, it'll tear additional flesh. And it's kind of got this. Let me see if I can find a good picture. All right, just taking a look for a moment.
It's like those arrows.
Yeah, it's got kind of like that harpoon motif that, like, you have to. It actually sucks to pull them out. But you look at it, maybe like from, like on the ground where you dropped it, and there's a name
On the dagger?
Yeah. Kind of like pressed into the leather that wraps the handle. See the name Zarak. Zarak.
All right.
All right. What else are you gonna do? Do you just head back up to the treehouse?
Yeah, I'll go back to the treehouse and tell Will and them what just happened. Ask him. Yeah, I'll just go up there and talk to them.
Okay.
Not gonna lie, I really thought you guys were gonna get into combat for this.
All right. So we'll come back up top. Then we'll transition to the rest of the group after the break.
Eli. Oh, Eli.
What?
Wherever have thou gone?
Wherever art thou, brother?
All right, Ash. Are you just going back up here to hang out, or is there anything specifically you want to do or talk about?
No, I just wanted to catch them up on what just happened and show him the handle and see if he knew either of those names. Will.
He kind of takes a look at it and says, "Man, that's a nasty piece of work, isn't it?" Zarak.
He also said Keelik wouldn't be happy.
Sorry, I don't think I know them. Most of the actually, basically all of the baddies I know are directly related to Moongrave, and I don't think I've ever heard of those guys before.
Right. All right. Well, I guess they're hunting unicorns. I don't know where she took off to, but she teleported out of there, so she's pretty beat up.
Yeah, but why would they want a unicorn to be dead?
I
That doesn't make
mean,
any sense to me.
horns, probably, pretty valuable. Unicorn blood probably has some properties. I mean, there's a lot of value in a creature like that to the right people.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
He did have a horn taped to his, or leather strapped to his head, so I hate to say it, but he might have seen y'all coming and going at some point or something.
well, there's a lot of us today, so we might have seen the group coming in.
Yeah. And kind of got the ID off, is what it seemed like.
Oh, damn it. If he tells everybody else, or whoever else he's working for, or if he tells everybody in Thither about this, then this place isn't safe anymore.
Yeah. I don't know if you got a way to contact her and let her know that this ain't safe anymore. Maybe they can move it magically or something. I don't know the workings of unicorns, so.
Wish I did. If she's still alive and she's able to recover, like, I hope we didn't just doom my friend. That would be terrible. She's resourceful. Oh,
well,
man.
just so you know, that's kind of what just went down. Caught me off guard, but yeah. I'm going to check on Kevis after all that.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks for letting me know. And I heard you yell, but like by the time I got over to the window and could see what was going on, you were already chasing off the guy in the forest.
It happened real fast, man. Ain't nothing to worry about. It happened real fast.
Okay, gotcha. Well, all right.
Yeah.
Damn it. I'll have to check back on her as soon as I can.
All right. I'm going to walk over and make sure Kevis is holding up, sleeping.
All right. Cool. Nah, we'll transition over to the other group and see what's going on with Eli.